Here we go, I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing.
Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer.
Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze 'em on up. TJ Quake, we're busting like 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Woo! We are here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christmas time. I'm here with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We got Christmas music going, and we got topics to talk about. Craziness for Christmas time of year. Wonderful time of the year. Yes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get into this Christmas spirit. But as we get into the Christmas spirit, we got to talk about the idiots out there that are trying to ruin Christmas. That's right, trying to ruin Christmas. And we're going to get into that right now. Because Seth, Rogan, and Sarah Silverman, you done did now. And nobody digs on what you done. Anyways, let's get into it, you guys. We got the Christmas flavor going on. And Rudolph, did you want to say something real quick? Rudolph's going to say something. Yeah. Sing it, Rudolph! Sing it, dog! Woo! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the Christmas spirit right now, 2021. Getting ready to go into the new year. Can we get into the new year without all the stupidity? We'll see. But that's what I'm going to talk about today. The stupidity of people and what they do with Christmas and how we're trying to accent. Thank you, Rudolph. You did a great job. Thank you. All right. You go back on over there. All righty. What's up, people? Just wanted to start it off with a little bit of Christmas cheer. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I ain't saying no daggum happy holidays. Frick y'all if you don't like daggum saying Merry Christmas. I'm saying Merry damn Christmas. Hello. All right. So, where we at now? Where do we begin? Where do we begin, ladies and gentlemen? Because there's so much freaking craziness always going down. And as you guys know, I've been away for a little bit. I've been kind of, trying to get my setups go together. I got some new gear that's getting ready to come in, hopefully. So once I possibly get that gear, we hope, I'll be able to get some better, because my mic right now, I'm in a room that's kind of very echoey and everything, and I don't have it all blocked off and soundproof. So the you get a lot of kind of echoey that kind of sound and this hollow sound out here. So I'm trying to up the game a little bit with the equipment, hopefully, that will be able to solve that problem. And, get a little bit more, soundproofing cracking happening and all that kind of stuff. So, but as of right now, I'm still, echoing and, but still trying to come at you with the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. And today's real deal, thank you for calling in to TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming Pop Culture Talk and everything. But we do also live podcasts on Spreaker.com. You guys want to check that out? We always do the TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews. And you can check that out. We do that on a weekly basis, sometimes on Saturdays and Sundays. We do that show for your reviews on movies and games and all that other stuff. But I talk about that on my show, Pop Culture Talk. I talk about gaming news, pop culture, political bullshit that we have to deal with, because obviously that's affecting our everyday lives now, is all this political crap that goes on in the world. It's even affecting kids nowadays. When I was a little kid, all this stuff we didn't have to deal with all this stuff. Political stupidity, like, what they're doing with mandates and stuff like that, and you had to wear a mask. We didn't have to do all that stuff when I was a little kid. If there was a virus out there, nobody had to go, everybody's walking around. People, this is not normal. They try to say, this is the new norm. It's not normal. So I just want to put that out there with the whole mask thing and all that bullshit and so forth. It's not normal. They making it the new normal because that's what they want to do, is control your ass. And they're trying to do the same with Christmas. And they want to change Christmas to what they think Christmas should be like, or just not have Christmas at all. They all think Christmas is evil now, and that's because these progressives who all got to enjoy it when they were kids, now all of a sudden want to make sure that your kids can't enjoy it, and so forth. And they want to freaking twist it up and make lies about, white cis males, white cis women. When did that term ever come about? Oh, that's right. When the LGBT community decided to say they want to make their lifestyles more normal and make being straight not normal and everything. So they come up with a term called white cis male. White cis, or just a cis male gender. No, it's just called male and female. That's what it is. And everything. Don't try to denormalize it. Just like you guys are trying to denormalize Christmas. And that's where I'm going to get you right now. Seth Rogan and Sarah Silverman. Okay, and let's get ready to get on over there because we're going to start this off real quickly with their new movie that's being destroyed. Destroyed. Let me show you that right now real quick so you guys can kind of get an idea what I'm talking about here. So here is Santa's Inc. Okay, this is on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this thing has got a 3% on the average audience score. Now, the reason why I look at this score over any freaking average tomato, because this over here, when you get the Rotten Tomato score, that I guarantee you, everybody that freaking talks about it right here, the critics, the so-called critics, and everything, they're going to probably give it a great score because that's what they're about. They're about wokeism. They're about freaking political correctness. They're about putting down the white man. They're about making the black man feel like he's he's just so poor and underprivileged and oppressed and all this bullshit. So they'll probably say, yeah, this is a great movie and everything. The movie, personally, is not for kids. It is definitely not for kids, but it's supposed to be a good old Santa Claus movie. Saint Nick. Santa's Inc. is what they're calling it, and they're out to make Santa Claus look like I'll let you see the trailer, a little bit of the trailer. I won't play the whole thing. I'll let you see a little bit of the trailer. You guys get an idea of what they're talking about. I'm gonna go up to this one part, and then I'll cut it there, so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, and then we'll get into this, and we'll see, and then you're gonna see why it's got this 3%, which actually started off as just a 1%. Yeah, for the last 2 days or so, it's been only at 1%. The movie's crap. Horrifying. But I'll tell you why, and you're going to find out why when you see this preview. Because all I had to do was see the damn preview, and that's all I needed to know. And then we'll get into Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman boo-hooing and crying because nobody likes their movie. I wonder why. Let's go ahead and just check that out real quick, you guys. And I'll put that here on the big screen for you. And you guys can check that out. Let me go over here real quick. How y'all doing out there, by the way? You know where I am, TJ Quake, always trying to make things cool and fun. So let's do this. Let's let you guys see HBO Max's new stupidity.
When you're a kid, there's only one day a year more special than any other day, and that day is Christmas. And we are the magic behind that day. So let's get these fucking kids some fucking presents!
May I present is, good golly, he's jolly, our own Santa Claus!
Hey, Merry Christmas. Whoa, you're on my naughty list.
Good news, sir. More American kids believe in you than they do in vaccines or the Holocaust.
That's great. I mean, disheartening for America, but great for us.
I'm here from the North Pole Times. Have you decided who will succeed you as Santa Claus?
Subtext, Santa's old and knocking on death's door. Fuck you. Good question. I'll give it some serious thought. Ha ha ho ho ho. Bye.
There have been many Santa Clauses throughout history. Some were loved, others loathed. But the position of Santa has mostly been a white man's game.
Exactly.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll cut it off right there because it starts getting into all Christmas music and stuff like that. But so this is what it's all about. It's always been a white man's game. Santa Claus is white. Ah, the horror, the white supremacy of it all. All these white men. Let's get into this, y'all. Now, no. We ain't going there. We ain't gonna be trying to have all that bullshit. Bull, hickory, dickory, dock. Okay, so as you noticed, I was going to try to pause it at that one part right when she said effing, let's get these kids some effing mother effing presents. So you already knew where they're getting ready to go with all this stuff already. It's already started off cringe. Okay, and I mean cringe and so forth. Basically, this is really what these guys think of Christmas and Santa Claus and all that for the youngsters of today, and they think that everybody should think like this, and then they get mad when people don't like their movie and so forth. I seen the daggum preview as you guys just witnessed there, and it gets a lot more disgusting. Stupid chick flashing her breasts in front of Santa Claus. Oh, you're on my naughty list. You mean his good list? Because progressives are all about that. That's what they're about. And so forth, and everything. So yeah, you got this. Let me go ahead and bring that on up here on the main screen for you. Once again, the stupidity here. So yeah, Santa Claus Inc. trailer. Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen do feminist Christmas. That's exactly what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the new feminist Christmas. It's the new. The white man. It gets credit for everything, and for many centuries, as that one elf said, the Santa Claus has always been a white male, right? That's what he says right here. Let's go back to that real quick. What he says. He's going in here and when he's talking.
Throughout history, some were loved, others loathed. But the position of Santa has mostly been a white man's game.
Exactly, it's fucking crazy. Things have got to change.
My advice to you is,
If I die, get rid of my porn!
I want to be the next Santa. If this is your
Yeah, so there you have it. They're basically telling you that Santa Claus is a bad white man. He's a bad, it's always been a white male. He's a white male Santa Claus. And we gotta, they've always been traditionally the white Santa Clauses. And Sarah Silverman's character here, the elf chick, Candy, whatever, well, she's not gonna have this. This is not right. Women should be able to be Santa Claus and so forth. I like how they like to downplay Santa Claus. And, he's always traditionally been a white male, but that's just wrong. Because there should be able to be black Santa Clauses and female Santa Clauses and all these other things. Why does it always got to be a white Santa Claus? And so they go into downplaying Santa Claus all the time. Here's another example of what they like to do when they downplay Santa Claus. Check this part out. Give you a little flavor on this one right here. Yeah, let's go right here. Let me mute this real quick.
something?
Yes, bitch, because it's empowering to call you bitch.
All male and all white. They play golf, drink, smoke cigars, say things like, don't ever marry your mistress.
Just so you know, the women of the North Pole make fun of one of your dicks. Have fun.
Yeah, so there you go. Typical, feminazi saying, because they think that the men are freaking running everything, and you guys are white cis males. When did this white cis thing ever come about? White cis males, white cis women. But I still keep tripping on that whole thing of the white cis thing. I was talking about it earlier, but anyway. This is what they're trying to portray. Santa Claus is, the typical white male, typical this, and why is Santa Claus got to be white? Well, maybe because Santa Claus was always white. Have you ever thought about that, Seth Rogen? Have you ever thought about that? Santa Claus was, I don't know, always a white male? Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, let me go right here. So, if you guys haven't noticed, this guy right here. I can bring it up a little there. There you go. There's old St. Nicholas right there. This is Saint Nicholas, patron saint, feast day, and Santa. There's many pictures, but he was a guy that used to go around giving little poor children and kids that were sick gifts, and he was a bishop. There, let's get into a little bit of his background here if we can. If I can get over to that, let me see if I can move this back on over here. Let's see if I can get back over there. I don't know if it's going to give me. Here we go. All right, Saint Nicholas of Myra. Okay, here we go. Right here, Saint Nicholas of Myra. Right here. Yeah, Saint Nicholas of Myra, also known as Nicholas of Bari, was an early Christian bishop of Greek descent, meaning white, from the maritime city of Myra in Asia Minor during the time of the Roman Empire. Who were the Romans? White people. Because of the many miracles attributed to his intercession, he is also known as Nicholas the Wonder Worker. Okay, that's who this guy was. If you go here, he says, "Is Saint Nicholas the same as Santa Claus?" Well, let's go ahead and answer that. There's old Saint Nicholas right there, the real Santa Claus, the real guy that was an actual where we get it from. Who was St. Nicholas? St. Nicholas was a Christian bishop who helped the needy. After his death, the legend of his gift-giving grew. St. Nicholas transformed into the legendary character called Santa Claus, who brings Christmas presents to children all around the world. That means blacks, Asians, Filipinos, Mexicans, Latinos, you name it. He brought it to all the children all around the world. Because this was based off a guy who actually did this kind of thing. Who was a Christian, by the way. These same people like Seth and them, who they detest. They detest us Christians. Because they're provocative people. You know, and provocative people don't like anything that has to do with good, homely, good morals. No, they're all about like they show in the damn cartoon, you know, girl flashing her titties in front of Santa Claus. Santa Claus, oh, you're on the naughty list. Yeah, remember that one right there? Yeah. Yeah, that was on there too. Yeah, where was that at? Should we re-show that part again? Here we go.
Presents.
May I present the hardest working man in snowbiz? Good golly, he's jolly. Our own Santa Claus.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Whoa.
There you have it. Flashing their breasts at Santa Claus. But no, this is good moral song, homely Christmas song. It's an adult cartoon and everything. But they made it into claymation. Why? Why do you have to do that? Let's get this nastiness off the screen and everything. Yeah. So there you have it. Santa Claus is a pervert and all this other stuff too, and so forth. So yeah. But that's who they're trying to say this guy is. That's who they're trying to say this man right here is supposed to be. And they're all mad at it. Everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing I don't like, is when people try to take away old traditions, old culture. If you don't like it, then you don't have to celebrate it. You don't have to be a part of it. I used to say this about people that come to our country who have different traditions. Maybe some certain Muslims sometimes. They're all about Muhammad and stuff like that. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. And this is based off of Christ's birthday and all that. So they hate Christmas. They don't like it. So they complain about it. And our stupid Democrats out here, well, because they want to get voters and so forth. Yeah, there's somebody we can use. Yeah, let's use that guy over there that hates Christmas, and we'll say that this is racist towards them, and then let's make it into a thing and start making some rules to jack everybody else's good time up, and so forth. And so we'll change it, and so forth. And we'll start saying all these things are racist, like Rudolph's daggum song right here. Yeah, that thing was supposed to be a daggum. Now Rudolph's racist. Oh yeah, you didn't know about that? Oh yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song is now racist. Oh yeah, look it up. So you guys find it. And so forth. It's stupidity and everything. So you got people like Seth Rogan here who are now mad because people aren't liking this movie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. that little percentage he's got there, that 3% was 1% actually, and everything. Yeah, this is what the audience average score is about his show, and so people don't like the show. They think the movie's garbage, and he thinks that pretty much the thousands of people that reviewed this movie are a bunch of white supremacists. That's the first thing they always go to. Oh, you're just racist. You're a racist. That's what they always go with. So, yes, Seth, no, maybe we just don't like your trashy movie. Maybe because you keep throwing all this political, bullshit in there, political correctness all the time, SJW bull crap that you want to throw in there. You throw all that stuff in these things all the time, and people don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like saying Santa Claus is like, this old white dude and acting all, grungy and cringe. He's a white man. Oh, he's a white man. Where's that at again? Yeah, good old Santa Claus is all white man. Let's go there again.
What we know, Santa and the board are all male and all white. They play golf, drink, smoke cigars.
So there you have it. Santa Claus is they're all male and all white. They're at these board meetings and so forth. Look at, they got the typical white dude. This guy right over here to the left, Santa Claus, looks like Biden. Go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, that's what he looks like. That's what this motherfucker looks like. Looks just like old crabby, wrinkled down, bag of bones Biden and so forth. Yeah. And so forth. So, what are you guys trying to say? Oh, you guys are actually giving out the truth about who the Democrats really are and everything and so forth. But yeah, this is Santa Claus and his board meeting and, talking, I guess they're supposed to be men. What's the one thing that feminazis say? You don't mansplain to me. I don't need your mansplaining. You know what, women? You guys don't like it? You guys can go move to your own motherfucking island. Let's see how well you guys do out on your own and see if you don't want no man to be around, to protect your freaking stupid ass when somebody tries to jack your ass and everything. Oh, yeah, don't let these movies fool you because, when they got all these movies, like you see the new Christmas theme, Hawkeye. Oh, yeah, they're talking smack on that movie now, too. Because that movie's a bunch of woke stuff. It ain't about Hawkeye. It's about this other chick who wants to be like Hawkeye. And they're calling her Hawkeye. And so forth. And she's Ronin or something like that. And everything. And this girl's, the movie, the show's more based on her than it is Hawkeye. Whatever happened to Hawkeye? They take Hawkeye, they hijack the name Hawkeye, and then they basically, they clickbait you. And you think you're going to go see Hawkeye, but actually you're seeing the story on the feminazi chick who becomes like Hawkeye and becomes supposed to be almost better than Hawkeye is at his own craft. That she saw him do as a kid during the saving of the city when the Avengers were fighting that big old battle. And so forth. Oh, yeah, stupid shit like that. And that's what this new Hawkeye thing is. Ain't got nothing to do with Hawkeye. And so forth. It's all about this chick who's a little bony, little skinny girl who's taking on like big-ass Russian dudes and so forth, beating them up, flipping them over her back and shit like that. Like, that's realistic. Like, when is all of a sudden Hawkeye don't got powers? They don't got no powers. This girl doesn't have any powers. She's just a girl that learned how to, fence and do all this stuff. And of course, as they introduce the show, they show only her background and how she becomes who she is. They forget about Hawkeye. So I'm like, is this the Hawkeye show? Or is this the new female Hawkeye show? What is this? And everything, But they always try to make women like they can beat up every freaking dude. And pretty soon, little girls are going to grow up actually thinking that they can actually do this stuff. And they're going to go up against a real big dude, and they're going to get their asses beat. Like they've been getting their asses beat every time you see them on these MMA type things, when you see a freaking transgender dude who's a male, wants to be a woman, and he fights a freaking female and clobbers her. Oh, yeah. Nobody says anything about that, though. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the flow at hand here. Seth Rogan and his stupid heifer here, they basically, no stranger to controversy, Sarah Silverman loves to ask the tough questions, but this time she may have gone too far. In her new animated adult comedy, Silverman plays an elf who longs to become the next Santa Claus, begging the question, could the world ever accept a female Santa? An elf at that. Silverman stars opposite Seth Rogen as the portly St. Nicholas, and the zippy new trailer offers a glimpse of the dynamic duo in action, as well as plenty of other comedy favorites in quippy voice roles. Beginning with the log line, out with the ode, in with the elf. It's time for the North Pole Boys Club to get a little more inclusive. Inclusive diversity. So see what they want to do? They always want to change things up and so forth. They always want to flip the script and take what was, what our traditions are that we've all grown up loving. And now they want to screw that shit up and they want to freaking flip the script around. And this is the way it's got to be now. You know what I'm saying? Silverman plays a purple elf named Candy Smalls, the highest ranking female elf in the North Pole. So she's always the highest ranking female elf. But that's not enough for her. No, she wants Santa Claus's position. You know what I'm saying? And so when the successor to Santa Claus, Rogan, is poached by Amazon on Christmas Eve, Candy goes for her ultimate dream to become the first woman Santa Claus in the history of Christmas. Yeah. Okay. And of course, if you don't like it, then you're a misogynist pig. Yeah, you're a misogynist pig if you don't like the fact that there's a woman Santa Claus now. Because heaven forbid, we all want the real thing. Heaven forbid, we want this guy. Yeah, we want this guy. You're a racist pig. You're a feminazi. You're a misogynist flipneck. Yeah. Says these people and everything, where's that one right here where Mr. Seth Rogan, invincible voice actor Seth Rogan, I'm just actively trying to make less things starring white people. Listen to what he just said there, ladies and gentlemen. I want just actively trying to make less things starring white people. Well, Seth, aren't you white? Now imagine he's saying this. I want to make less things starring white people. Let's go back to the beginning of this over here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's starring in this movie? Who's starring in this new this atrocious flick? That they want less white men. We got Sarah Silverman, and we got Seth Rogen, basically, and it says starring them, I believe. Where is that at? Let me find that real scene. Let me see. Where the heck was that? Okay, here it is. Right here. Santa Inc. stars Rogan as Santa Claus and Sarah Silverman as Candy Smalls. Stars. Let's go back to that again. Stars Rogan as Santa Claus and Sarah Silverman as Candy Smalls. Stars! Now, what was that you were just saying there? Just a minute ago there, Mr. I want to just make more things for, where's that at? Yeah, yeah. Invincible voice actor Seth Rogen, I am just actively trying to make less things starring white people. Rogan, have you forgot what color you are, bro? Because you white, dog. So is Sarah Silverman. You guys are as white as snow. White as snow. Okay? Yet you're starring in this movie here. I don't see no black people starring in it. You got some people that are probably black voice acting in the show and so forth, but they're not starring. You're the main star and everything. You and Sarah Silverman are. Yeah, Miss Blackface over here. Yeah, this bitch right here, the one that tries to act like she's for black people and hating on other people that did blackface. When guess what she got caught doing? Blackface, and was fired from her show. Yeah, oh yeah, right here. Yeah, there's Sarah Silverman. This is what she thinks of black people, ladies and gentlemen. Blackface has been around for nearly 200 years and is largely considered offensive and racist. However, some comedians have avoided criticism in the past, like Sarah Silverman, so they can get away with it. Good old Sarah here, see, white as snow. Who's starring in the show? A white woman, white S-woman, whatever you guys call them, everything. Yeah, here she is making fun of black people. And so forth. With her little Aunt Jemima look. Yeah, there's Sarah. Yeah. Good old Sarah Silverman. Yeah, there's your white woman right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Sarah literally looks like. And this is what she thinks you look like. Yeah. So anyway, the hypocrisy is rich, to say the least. And this is what they get when they want to get woke on people, and they get a 3%, and they wonder why people don't like their shit. Well, let's find out what people are saying about it, shall we? Shall we go down here and see what people are saying about their wonderful movie that good old Rogan here is pissed off about? He says, Seth Rogen says his HBO Max series Santa Inc. has pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists. White supremacists, tens of thousands. Wow, really, tens of thousands? So all of us people that don't like your show, we're all white. Last I checked, I'm black. Yeah, I don't look very white, do I? And everything, but I'm supposedly a white supremacist. I hate your movie. I think your movie's disgusting. I think it's stupid. Everything. I hate what you guys have done with the whole idea of Christmas and so. I'm a traditionalist. I like that stuff. I like the old school stuff. I like what I grew up with as a kid. You guys obviously don't, and so forth. Which is why you try to parade this disgusting piece of I don't know, shizzle. That's what I call it. Shizzle. It's deplorable. Kind of like what Hillary Clinton calls us, deplorables. Your movie's deplorable and everything. But yeah, so Seth Rogen says his new adult stop motion TV series, Santa Inc., isn't a hit with the white supremacist demographic because only the white supremacists are the only ones that are freaking down in your movie. Then why do you only got 3%, dude? What happened to all the people that are not white supremacists? Is there anybody that's not white supremacist seeing your movie, dude? Or watched your trailer? Because you only got 3%. That's a lot of people not liking your movie, dude. But we really pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists with our new show, Santa, which is now available on HBO Max. And HBO Max is not going to get their money's worth because ain't nobody going to want to watch it and everything, you know? Santa, again, stars Rogan as Santa Claus and Sarah Silverman as Candy Smalls, an intrepid elf who will do anything to be named as the first female Santa. How wonderful! And everything. And they're all pissed off. They're calling you a freaking racist because you don't like their freaking movie because it's stupid. You know, so Seth gets some people coming back at him, right? You know, like this guy says, excellent, 100% support pissed off racist assholes. Yeah, this guy right here is coming back at Seth when he comes back at this thing right here. And then we really pissed off kids of thousands of white supremacists, blah, blah, blah. Have you considered the audience rating isn't based on white supremacy and that maybe, just maybe, it's actually just not that good? Your movie, that is. Says this one, Alicia chick here, you know. And this other person comes in, oh no, the show is not great. Don't get that part wrong. The reason he is talking about white supremacy is because most of the comments or reviews are very anti-Semitic and very hateful towards Sarah of Seth. Sarah, because she's Jew, but she didn't have a problem making fun of us with her blackface. She didn't have a problem doing that. So all of a sudden she's all about, you're making fun of Jews. Nobody's saying nothing about you. And say anti-Semitic. I want to see the anti-Semitic shits because I ain't seen none of it. And everything, you know what I'm saying? You know, and Sarah of Seth, the religious reviews, nothing to do with the show being bad. No, that's what it is. The show's bad. So and everything. Okay, so it is bad, but it is off. It also pissed off a bunch of old white people. I get it. This person said, no, Seth is just deflecting because, like most people in the media, if you blame bad reviews on racism or misogyny, it takes the spotlight off the quality of what they made. Yeah. And what does this guy says? It's always about race with these weirdos. You're trying too hard to overcompensate for something. It's like you're scared of the past. Not sure why, though. You're white. That's what my little add-in is. What are you scared of the past for, Seth? You're right, dude. You're the white privilege guy. You're the guy that was just telling somebody about the freaking stealing the cars things. Oh, yeah, Seth Rogen, talking about people stealing cars and it's okay. Oh, no, but when you guys get all mad, it's just a car and everything. I had 15 cars stolen, 15 cars, broken into. One guy left a knife in there, left a nice little treat for me. The other guys that say, dude, my Christmas presents, my daughter's birthday presents were stolen out of her car. That's why I'm pissed off, you flip. But Seth, you know, they don't think. They don't think about this stuff. They don't live in the real world. They live high up on top of a mountain and look down on us peasants and so forth. So that's how they are. You know, he's not inconvenienced by it because he's got money. He's up there telling, you guys, you should get your car maybe valet or something. Not everybody can valet a car, Seth. Not everybody's got money like you, Seth. You could probably buy 15 cars, and it wouldn't be a big deal for you, and so forth. But these guys, they live in this wonderland, you know. But this is the stupidity that we're dealing with, people. And they always want to talk about racism, white supremacy, and all this stuff, that the white man this, the white man that. It's so funny, though, how, you know, they always think that it was only white people that owned slaves. They always think that. But only the white people were the ones that were doing this. There was the people all over the damn world were doing it, including those, you know, those indigenous people that you guys always say that the colonizers came over here and they colonized the Indians' land. They took the land of the Indians, and all the Indians are now living on lonely reservations apart, all this and that. When they were killing each other long before the white man came over here, they were jacking each other over. Just like the Africans were doing the same thing. Matter of fact, African kings and queens were selling black people to the white man. That's when the big slave trade thing happened. Remember that? Oh, y'all don't know that part because the history doesn't you guys want to ignore that part of history. Yeah, that's how they got the slaves in the first place. By my own people freaking selling us off to other motherfuckers, to the white man. And guess what? The Indians, they had white slaves too. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that the Indians had slaves? Oh, yeah. You guys want a little proof of that? Let me give you a little demonstration when Don Cheeto found out his ancestry background and who actually owned slaves on his side of the flow. Oh, yeah. Oh, it wasn't always the white man. Yeah, let's go look at that real quick, shall we?
The paper trail that we uncovered confounded our expectations. Unlike most African Americans who were freed by the end of the Civil War, your ancestors weren't.
They couldn't get it right.
Well,
they just stuck to it.
Well, somebody didn't get it right, but it wasn't your ancestors. It was the people who owned them. Take a look at this.
Chickasaw Nation Freedmen Roll.
This document is an official enrollment card for the Chickasaw Freedmen, the former slaves owned by the Chickasaw Nation.
Owned by the Chickasaw Nation?
Owned by the Chickasaw Nation. Your ancestors were enslaved by Native Americans. Here's your great-great-grandmother, Mary Kemp, her 11 children, including Bill Cheadle, your great-grandfather, William. And you can see William's father, Henderson, or Hence Cheadle. You are one of the few African Americans who was not enslaved by white people, enslaved by Native Americans.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's crazy because really you feel like, oh, the two biggest blights on the way this country started, you know, slavery and the genocide of the Native Americans and the Trail of Tears and all of those horrible stories of what has happened to the Native people here. And then our family was owned by people who had suffered. It's just, that's mind-blowing.
Most people don't realize that the Cherokee, Creek, Seminole, Choctaw, and Chickasaw nations owned slaves.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, when you look in history and you look back, you start to find out all these wonders, all these things that start making you go, what? That happened? Oh, yeah, I remember when I first found out that the African kings and queens out there in certain parts of Africa, in West Africa, from what I've heard, read about and everything, they were the ones that were selling, you know, slaves, you know, black people on over to the white man. Oh, yeah. No, the white man didn't just come over there and start snagging black people up and putting them on boats. No. They didn't go over there and freaking start getting down motherfuckers to do that. No, there was a slave trade, and that's how it happened. And the African kings and so forth, well, they took the slaves that they captured during battle and so forth and sold them over to the white man for goodies. Yeah. And then the Indians did the same thing. They were doing trades and stuff with the Indians and everything. And, you know, and look how Don finds out, you know, about his ancestry right there and everything. That, wow, you mean these people that we've been crying over and saying that the white man took over their land and all this stuff like this happened? You mean the Native American ancestors? They slavery too? They were slave owners? Yeah, Don! Welcome to the party, pal! It cracks me up, dude. I guarantee you, my grandfather, right, my mom's dad, right, he's Creek Indian. He's black and Creek Indian, and so forth. He spoke native Creek Indian, and so forth. But dark as day, and so forth. You know, he grew up on the reservations. Well, guess what? Come to find out, because he was growing up, that maybe more than likely and everything. The reason why he came to be on those reservations and so forth is because his gay daddy was an Indian who was a slave owner, probably hooked up with his slave, and whoop, there came daddy, granddaddy. That's how that shit's happened and so forth. Something my mom probably doesn't know about yet. She may want to look into that little bit of history, find out, you know, yeah, maybe the people on her daddy's side, the slave owners from back in his day, were Indians, Creek Indians. Yeah, so it just goes to show people that when you see what these flipnicks like Seth Rogan and all them do, all they ever do is pretty much, you know, talk about stuff that makes no sense. They always want to say that they're about, you know, making sure there's more diversity in their movies and stuff like that. Yet I don't see them not starring in these movies and everything. If Seth Rogen was all about, you know, well, I want to make sure that only more blacks and Latinos or whatever are in these and less white men, then Seth, that would mean you too, bro. But I think these white Democrats who always want to act like they're for blacks and so forth and fighting the injustices and all that stuff, you know, I think they in their head, they start to believe that they're not white. They forget what race they are. And that's why it's so easy for them to downplay their own race. I mean, Seth, you are a cis white male. That's what they call you guys. You're always talking smack on white people. Well, then you're talking smack on yourself, bro. The only people that you're hating on is your own people and so forth. You're hating against Europeans. That's what you're doing. And here is a black man telling you, stop doing that. It's stupid. I would say the same thing to black people. We got problems, but we kill each other all the time. That's our problem. And then we want to blame it on the white man. You know, we go around killing ourselves off, killing our own people 24/7, and then go, oh, it's the white man, the white man, the white man, the white man. Donald Trump did it. Donald Trump's a racist. That's why we're living in such bad times. Yet these motherfuckers, all these athletes and these movie stars and stuff that are black, living high on the cow. You know what I'm saying? They all freaking drinking sweet milk and so forth. They got to live glorious, but yet they want to be up there acting like they're oppressed. Oh, black people are oppressed. Oh, you can't walk out. What did LeBron said? A black man can't even walk out the house without being killed hunted down by the white man. Dude, do you really live back in the old days? What time period do you live in, dude? Do you live in this period? Or are you talking about your great-great-granddaddy? Who are you talking about, Bubba Fred? I'm trying to figure this out. You know, so they make stupid movies like this to throw out their little weak narratives, you know, as the typical, flipnicks do, you know, and this is the stuff that, you know, we gotta look at. You know, they think that this is that. But look at Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen are up at the top of the list. But he wants to make it to where less white people are starring in these roles. Well, then why don't you start with yourself, Seth and Sarah? Why don't you start with you first? Start with you guys. Clean your mess up first. Clean up before you start freaking trying to clean up somebody else's mess. Clean your mess up first. Everything. Stop freaking trying to act like you ain't white. You as white as all get out. And so forth. You just as white as everybody else. And so forth. So I'm tired of hearing all this stupidity about, you know, you're trying to help out black and trying to do this and you put in all this political bullshit, you know, and the woman. Now, this is nothing but a feminazi movie is all it is. It's put down the white man so the white woman can come up, or the woman or the women, whatever, and so forth, can come up. And like you acted like now you're mad because nobody likes your freaking movie. Everybody's down in your movie. Well, that's what happens when you talk shiz on the people that actually watch your flick. You know, they look at you and they go, what? This doesn't look like what? This isn't, old-fashioned. Remember the old claymation cartoons we used to watch? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and the Santa Claus? Remember those old claymations? Those are old school, old good moral cartoons that we used to watch as kids when I was a kid. These fools now, all they want to do is degrade all that and call that a bunch of bull crap and so forth. And then turn this stuff like this is supposed to be normal. Like this is what we should be. This is what kids should be to be inspired to watch and see. No, I don't think so. And I'll never bow down to these freaking idiots. That's the reason why we're never going to watch any of your bullshit. And this is the reason why your movie's doing horrible. I don't know why you guys keep doing this. I don't know why Hollywood keeps thinking that these movies are going to do good. They never do good. Look at Hawkeye. Another Marvel movie down the drain. Bad ratings. Nobody wanted to watch it. Nobody likes it because they see how woke it is. And that's the problem with all these stupid freaking flicks now is they're a bunch of woke pieces of crap. They instead of getting down to the original flow of where this stuff really came from. This is the original flow right here, right? This is the original Santa Claus, not this bullshit that they're trying to talk about. Let's get rid of this guy here. There's always been a white man. Well, that's because he's the one that started it, you dumbass. Everything. So I'm gonna give props to where it started from. And so forth. Just like I'll give props to when black people come up with art stuff and we came up with the dances and stuff, just like what's happening on TikTok. I totally back all the black dancers that came up with those moves on TikTok. And now some of these white kids are up there taking those dance moves and acting like they're the ones who came up with it. They're getting put on all the TV shows and not even name dropping. They don't even name drop these people that came up with these dance moves. And I'm totally with them on that because I've always hated it when white artists take black people's music and then they act like they're the ones who came out with it and they get all the credit for what black people did. And I'll say the same thing for when white artists or white people and things like this, when it's on their end and then we try to take that away from them. No, give just due to where just due is given. That's where it's supposed to be at. Okay? Don't take away what was originated. This is the original right here. Santa Claus. He was a white man. He was not a white woman. He was not a black man. He was not a black woman. He was none of those things. He was a daggum Greek, actually, and so forth. And you can find out more about this guy, as I just read a little bit of his history there, but there's more to it. This guy actually did these things. He gave gifts to the little children, little poor kids and sick children and everything. He was a bishop. He was a Christian. I know how you Democrats hate that. And everything, because we all know how you guys are a bunch of devil-worshipping idiots and so forth. Oh, we know that you don't put it out there on Front Street like that, but we know the real intent. We know who you really are. Everything. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to go much further into this craziness. This is what it is. This is Santa's Inc. It's doing horrible on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes, as you guys can see, 3%. There it is. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is TJ Quake, Yo Ghetto Gamer. I want to wish all you guys a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and all that crazy stuff. And once again, I'll be back with some more new videos coming back after Christmas and everything. Probably in the new year here. I'll be starting fresh with some new flavors, some new craziness. Got my new shiz coming together and everything. And we'll be able to go ahead and celebrate the new year. You got it. I'm TJ Quake, your Ghetto Gamer peoples. May the funk be with you, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.
Let's do this. TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer.
Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer, on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze 'em on up. TJ Quake, we're bustin' like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Here we go, I'm TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer, on this gaming thing.